Welcome everyone. My name is Garam, and today's topic is about when we feel discouraged about the life that we're currently living in. Let's get started. I've been listening to a song by Unspoken titled Reason. In the music video, there is a child who wants to fly. She is determined to fly, and after every attempt, she crashes and injures herself. Finally, she tries to jump off a cliff, and her father sweeps in and blocks her path. She then feels discouraged, tosses her helmet in the trash. Her father finds her helmet and brings it back to her, and in the end, he creates a bouquet of balloons with the harness to help her fly. Do you ever feel discouraged about the life that you're currently living in? Maybe you don't know what you want in life. Maybe you are currently thinking about your past nonstop. Maybe you can't stop thinking about someone daily. What if we have it all wrong? What if it's not the career, the health, the wealth, the relationships in your life, but rather, what if it's about what they represent in your life? What if it represents wanting to be respected by others? What if it represents wanting to be loved? What if it represents wanting to have more joy? Have we forgotten that God is the one who gives us life, who gives us respect, who gives us love, who gives us joy? More importantly, have we asked God how we can grow from this moment? This reminds me of the parable of the wise and the foolish builders found in Matthew chapter 7, verse 24 to 27. Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and acts on them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock. The rain fell, the rivers rose, and the winds blew and pounded that house. Yet it didn't collapse because its foundation was on the rock. But everyone who hears these words of mine and doesn't act on them will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. The rain fell, the rivers rose, the winds blew and pounded that house, and it collapsed. It collapsed with a great crash. What happens to us in life depends on what life finds in us. Will our responses be in love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control? If not, life will reveal what areas need our attention. It will show what we have built in our lives. What we build will never go deeper than we have gone ourselves. We end up tearing down our own lives if we fail to build with values that will last. We want to be deeply rooted in Christ so that we can stand against anything that may come our way. Remember that God's will for us is to be holy and be dedicated to God. It's about our intentional choice in who we want to be, not what we do. You might not see every step ahead, but you can trust that God is guiding your path. When you live with eternity in mind, your life doesn't get smaller. It gets stronger, bolder, and more focused. Faith isn't about having perfect clarity. It's about taking the next step with purpose, knowing you're made for more. You're not lost. You're being led. So give everything in the now to live for something greater. The more you walk closely with God and the more faithfully you live for Him today, the stronger your confidence grows in His plan for tomorrow. He's not just guiding your steps, He's building your future. Knowing Him deeply fuels bold faith, not fear. In time, you will start to have more peace in the waiting and more assurance that He's leading you exactly where you're meant to be. There will be moments when life feels like it's falling apart, when loss, delay, or uncertainty makes you question if you're still on the right path. But don't let temporary struggles cloud your eternal perspective. God never wastes a season. What feels like a setback is often preparation in disguise, refining you, strengthening you, and readying you for something greater. Keep moving forward. God's not finished yet. Hold on. Keep showing up. Keep trusting. He's working in ways you can't yet see, and his plans for you are still unfolding beautifully and perfectly in his time. I like to close with a verse from Romans chapter 8, verse 28. We know that all things work together for the good of those who love God, who are called according to his purpose.